think I'm going to be sharing something that I used to struggle with, but I think no, but I have overcome when I'm saying that in faith, because it still pops up every now and then. Okay. Hey guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nathan. I am many things to different people in various spaces. Most importantly, all day, every day, I am a child of God. Today, I want to share a story of something that happened to me that taught me a lesson that I have been learning. Like, it's not the first time I'm learning this lesson. I learn it every day and I am still learning. And I just thought to share with you. So, in order to tell this story, I have to explain a few things, and yeah, here we go. First of all, I'm privileged to stay in what they call like Band A area in this country. I currently reside in Lagos, Nigeria. If you're watching this, you might not understand what I mean, but in my country, yeah, electricity is not 24 hours, it's not stable, so some areas get more electricity than some other areas. Some areas get as low as 4 or even 0 hours per day, and then some which is where I stay, Band A, we are guaranteed at least 22 hours of light every day. That's if I'm correct. Most times it's like 24 hours, we go days and we have electricity. Okay, now I've explained that one. So most times, yeah, power is stable in my house. But whenever it's not, it's usually bad. Like if there is a problem with the electricity or power, it might just take days, and it's usually very upsetting, very annoying, because when there's electricity, for me, it means no Wi-Fi, it means low productivity, it means the things in my fridge are going to spoil. See, I'm just always upset and irritated whenever there's like a power situation. Oh, mind you, I have a generator, but my generator has this thing it does whereby whenever there is like a power outage, there is a fault with electricity or whatever, that's when it decides to spoil. Like it has a mind of its own. See, I'm not making things up. I promise you, this thing has happened not once, not twice, not thrice, like a lot of times. And I'm like, did they send this generator to me? So usually when that happens, that's double wahala, like a second problem for me. So the last time there was like a nationwide blackout, okay, the grid fell. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let this thing stress me, because indeed my generator stopped working. Like I'll just go and try to turn on the gen. It just decides I'm not coming on today. I'm on leave. So the first night, that there was like the power outage and everything. This time around, there was like a strike. Okay, the people that were handling the power, they joined the strike, so they off lights for everybody. Anyways, so the first night I tried to turn on the gen, it didn't come on. I'm like, okay, maybe it needs time. I was going to use my faith to trust God that it will come on. Can you see what I'm using faith for? Use my faith to trust God that, oh, maybe it just needs a few hours and I'll try back again and it will come on. So I left it that night. I managed myself. The following morning, I stepped out in faith and I went there to turn on the generator, and it still did not come up. By this time, my tolerance level was getting low, like it was reducing. And I'm like, okay, God, I'm still trusting you. Just went back in. I was about to call my friend and rant about how my generator is after my life. How, oh, I don't plan on spending any money. How, oh, my account balance, this is what is remaining inside. I don't want the food in my fridge to spoil. And I had just come back from Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is like my family home. And when I was coming back, of course, trust mothers, they'll give you like food stuff and all of that. So I had things like, I just wanted to rant, and because I was already getting upset. I had it up to here and I just sat down there. I'm like, God, electricity is not something I want to be using my faith for. Mind you, I'm not one of those people that are actively pursuing jackpotting. In other words, what's the English for it? Is it migrating? Immigrating? Anyway, traveling out of my country. Okay. But whenever things like this happen, you just start to ask yourself, is this how I want to continue to live my life? What is it? Haven't you done enough? I just sat with God and I started thinking, I'm like, well, everybody's experiencing this right now. Like at that point in time, it was a nationwide thing. Okay. Everybody's experiencing this right now. Some people have it worse than you. okay, you, this is like a temporary setback for you. Some people, this is what they have to deal with every day. I had to put that into consideration. I'm like, yeah, your problem is that your generator is not working. Some people don't even have a generator at home. So I use that to, console myself and calm myself down and just try not to complain and be happy in the moment. And Holy Spirit is there listening to me and he's like, Anne, calm down. Just call the generator guy and at least find out how much it will cost. See, sometimes you feel, I just want to let it out. I just want to vent. I need to talk to somebody. But there are certain things you should not be letting out. There are some things that should not even come out of your mouth because it affects your spirit. It will still affect you in the end. You say certain things, when you talk about how angry you are, you get angrier. You talk about how sad you are, you talk about all your problems, like you are refreshing your memory and it affects your heart. So sometimes just keep short if you don't know what to say. Is it that you speak positively or you just keep quiet? I mean, I said this the last time that they dragged me, that it's what comes out of your mouth that actually defiles a person. Anyways, generator guy comes, the repairer, he checks it. All he needs to change is one thing, and that costs 500 naira. So, transport plus workmanship, every single thing I gave him totaled 2,600 naira, 2,600, which is, I mean, 2,600 right now is less than $2. And at that point, I felt silly. I mean, I may not have all the money that I desire, but 2,600 naira is far from my problem. Like, it's not something I should be worrying about. So the Holy Spirit rebukes me and is like, can you see? He said that's how you would have just spoiled your day and been in a mood because of something that could easily be fixed. It's not what's your joy. See, complaining and grumbling does more harm than good. Because the more you say the problem, the less grateful you become. And it just puts an unnecessary burden of dissatisfaction, stress, and anger on you. I mean, you might not always be in control of a situation, but you can control your emotions. You can control how you choose to respond in this situation. You may not be able to change what's happening around you, but you can rise above it. I mean, you may not be able to afford the life you desire just yet. You may be living in a country that is hell bent on frustrating you and making things difficult. But regardless, you can choose how to respond in that situation. Because when we have things like, when we talk about joy, I say it a lot that joy is not for, when things are rosy. No, joy is what you bring forth, even when things are not going as you please. Okay, it's like faith. Faith is not for, when it looks like it, when you have, how will I put it now? For instance, yeah. How let me what kind of example do I give? Because all the examples in my head, I'm thinking you shall need faith for everything. Because I wanted to say, okay, it's like going to let's say ceteris paribus here. That's an economic term. But say you want to turn on the TV to watch TV. Okay. You don't say, I have to have faith to turn on the TV, because you press the button and it will work. Faith is for when something is not, the way it's supposed to be. Faith is not, I'm believing God to walk to that place. You don't have to believe God. You walk to that place. I don't know any good example. When we talk about peace, it means that there might be chaos around you. It's not, when everywhere is tranquil and there's tranquility, then you now want to experience peace. No, it's when there's chaos around you that you can really show that, yes, I have the peace of God. The same thing with love. Love is not only for, somebody loves me, I have to love them back. No, the true test of love is, when you give love, even when the person is not deserving of it. That's the God kind of love. It's not dependent on, what I have or what I have to gain from this person. Is you love freely, just as Christ has loved you freely, just as Christ has forgiven you. That's how you forgive people. Okay, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Always remember that when you worry, you're worshiping the problem. It doesn't solve anything. So just put it aside. And every single time, make sure you choose joy, make sure you choose love, and make sure you choose peace. I hope my story has blessed you today and has edified you and has encouraged you and has corrected and instructed you if you are guilty of grumbling and complaining every single time. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time. Same channel, same me. Bye.